What's up, guys? We're doing question number 12, and let's get right into it. All right, in the xy plane, points R and S have coordinates -2, 1, and 4, -7, respectively. If point P is the midpoint of line segment RS, what are the coordinates of point P? All right, guys, so before we do any equations here, let's just go ahead and draw out a quick sketch of what this is going to look like, okay? So for point R, we have that's located at -2 and 1. It's going to be right there, and this is going to be point R. And then we have that point S is located at 4 and -7, okay? All right, so that point's going to be right here, right? And if we draw a line segment, that's what it's going to look like, okay? So we know that our midpoint P is going to be about right there, right? Just approximately, right? And from this knowledge, we know that midpoint P has to be in this fourth quadrant, right? So that means that X has to be positive and Y has to be negative, okay? So let's see if we can go ahead and just cross out any of these answer choices, okay? So it looks like A definitely cannot be it because they're both negative, right? Okay, so now let's figure out what these midpoints are, okay? Now what a midpoint is it's basically just the average between the two values, right? So let's start with our Y values, okay? So we're gonna have -7 plus 1 divided by 2, okay? And remember, this is just an average, right? So I'm gonna get -6 divided by 2, and that's gonna be equal to -3, all right? So that's gonna be our Y value. It's going to be -3, and again, double check and make sure that makes sense, right? So our Y value is negative, and again, we said it has to be negative, so that checks out. Now let's do our X coordinate, all right? So it's going to be 4 plus -2 divided by 2. All right, guys, and what I'm going to get is 2 divided by 2, that's going to be 1. All right, and it's positive, and we said our X's have to be positive, so that checks out. All right, guys, so when we put it all together, we're going to get 1, -3, and that is going to be answer choice C. All right, guys, so that's our answer. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.